Hello, everyone, and welcome to this is historic stuff. I just want to mention that right off the top. The very first live edition of the 10 and the 7, the fastest growing podcast in the history of podcasts. I'm Ariel Helwani, the 10, obviously, and I'm being joined from all the way in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina, my old friend Lucy, the 7. How are you, Luciana?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Just a
It's
little
great to have you
tired.
here with us. Thanks for carving out some time in your very busy schedule over there for UFC Charlotte on ABC on Saturday.
Yes, we have
We
weigh-ins
appreciate it.
today in
Wow,
a
what
bit.
time are the weigh-ins?
4, 4
4. Oh, so you
p.m.
have plenty of time. Yeah.
Yeah, but I have the shuttle. I gotta finish my makeup.
Okay,
It's
geez.
this whole schedule. But I'm
Okay.
here.
All right. Well, thank you for being here. Charlotte, by the way, known as the Queen City. I don't know if you know this. That's the
The Queen Dairy thing? Is that what
no, I don't
the
know about that.
name
I just think it's called the
is?
Queen
Okay,
City.
I'll read you this.
Oh, what do you got?
Find the email because every time UFC sends the shuttle information, they send a fun fact about the city. So they said Charlotte has a historic Dairy Queen. North Carolina's oldest Dairy Queen is located on Wilkinson Boulevard and has actually been named a historical landmark in Charlotte. So
Wow. Okay. Are you going to go
there
there?
you go. Probably
Okay.
not.
Dairy
I don't
Queen.
do dairy, so
You don't do dairy at all? Lactose?
no, I'm lying. I'm lying. I eat
Oh,
chocolate and I like ice cream too. So
yeah. I like how you say ice cream.
ice cream. I have
Ice
an
cream.
accent.
You do. That's been.
How many languages do you speak
I speak English, French, and Hebrew. By the way, Shabbat
in
Shalom.
MMA?
MMA is not a
Oh,
language, but did you say MMA?
yeah, that was
Oh,
a joke.
okay.
I don't
We're
learn very
we're doing
well.
this live though, Luciana. So people are watching us right now live on the YouTube
Wow.
channel, and you can ask us questions. You can even donate to the cause. Excuse me. And the ones who donate with the question will obviously get priority. And to be honest, those are the main ones that we are going to respond to if we're being 100% honest, because Luciana is not cheap. I mean, it's very expensive to get her here even for a few minutes, because
Oh, whoa,
she just
whoa.
said, I'm busy. I got the shuttle. I got this. I got that. I do want to give a very special hello to Luciana's sister, who is in the chat right now. Um,
Exactly.
Let me see.
Diana.
I wanted to try to pronounce her name correctly. Is it Diana Murao de Andrade? Did I say that correctly?
Thank you for just revealing my full last name.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jeez. I mean, it's on the chat. Is that a
I mean,
secret?
it's not. No, it's not. You can always Google it, but yeah, Mourão de
Okay.
Andrade. That's how you say it.
By the way, my full last name has been available to the world for a very long time as well. I don't know if you know this. Helwani is.
I know, but you've been famous for a long time. What was about what was that show about the hottest
Oh gosh.
bartenders
Yes.
on Spike that I heard?
Yep. I did a
Speaking
show.
of which, does anyone have footage of that? Because I tried to Google it and nothing,
It's
nothing.
been buried. I hosted a show called Spike's Sexiest Bartenders back in the day. We went to
hmm
Dallas, Chicago, Phoenix, New York, and I was the one, believe it or not, in charge of finding the talent. I was young at the time. It was 2005, so I was 23, and they were like, Ariel, you're so charming, and everyone loves talking to you. We're going to send you across the country to find the sexiest bartender in America. Could you
I'm
believe
sure it
that?
was very painful to you.
It was actually supremely awkward, if I'm being 100% honest with you, because
I can imagine that
I had
being
to call
awkward.
these people up and I had to get their. It was actually quite painful.
Were you helping with the voting? Who is
No, no,
electing those
no.
people?
We
Was
would
it
we
a
would
friend?
find the talent, and then who are these bartenders, and then we'd put it up on a site, and then people actually voted on who their favorites were.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
It was done through a course. Like, by the way, if you don't mind just talking into the microphone, I want everyone to be able to hear. Don't be shy. I know because
Hello.
yeah, that's much better. That's much better.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, so that was a great experience. I appreciate that you've been trying to find the footage for that, but
Hey.
I don't think it exists. Now, I do want to ask you a few things as the people are strolling in here. Appreciate
Um,
everyone who's joining us live, testing things out over here on the YouTube channel. Thank you very much. And yes, it is a premiere. There's always people who think that I'm faking it. AIM 661. This is a premiere. This is live. We are doing this live 100%. Um, you've had quite the trip so far to Charlotte. What is the status of this bird pigeon to be
It's
exact.
gone.
It's
It's
gone.
gone.
So
I
tell the
heard.
people what
So,
happened. What, for those
so I
that may
thought it
not
was
have
a
seen all your,
pigeon.
yeah,
I thought it was a pigeon, and then the internet experts told me it's a dove. I don't know what the difference is. What
dove,
is it?
dove.
Is it okay? Is a dove a white pigeon?
That's a great question. Yes, I do think that is the case. Yep.
Anyways, it was here yesterday, and now it's gone. So I thought it was injured. Good thing it isn't. So maybe it is a superstition thing, like a good fortune sign. Maybe a relative coming to visit. Who knows?
Oh wow. But
I'll
now
take
the dove
all
is
the good
gone.
luck I can get. Huh?
Now it's gone.
It's gone. I woke
Okay.
up. It's no longer
It
there.
was in your room. It was just like strolling around your room.
No. So I opened the door because I don't like the AC on. I have allergies. So I left it open. I don't know what time it came here because I don't think it flew. I have a theory. I feel like it walked in. I'm not kidding. And at some point, I went outside to see if we had a pool or something. Walked back in. I saw something on the right side and I thought it was a rat or something. And no, it was a freaking bird. So
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
like, oh my God, how am I going to get this out? But I was able to get it out and it walked out and stayed creeping on me the entire night, just looking at me through the glass. So
Wow.
it was like very interesting, but yeah, it's gone.
And did you think there was some talk that maybe it was pregnant? That's why it was nesting. Was there anything going on there?
Oh,
Or?
I thought because I was like, is it hurt? Is it maybe gonna have like some babies in my balcony? How
Wow.
can I help?
Imagine.
But yeah, no.
This is riveting stuff. I mean, between this,
I live
um,
an eventful life.
yes. Oh my
Okay.
gosh. Between this, your travel complaints. I mean, the Twitter has
Okay.
been on fire as of lately. It's really. I think ever since they
Okay.
took away the check, you've been very a little bit. How should I say? Ornery on Twitter, like a little bit on edge.
Okay. Let me tell you this. First
Okay.
off, I am a Karen in the making, meaning
You're
I have all the potential
okay.
to become that, but I try not to. I don't complain about everything. I only complain when it's something like just, you know, so wrong that I just can't help it. But I did notice that, since I've lost my blue check mark, the companies don't care anymore. I'm just like anyone else. They don't
I
check to
hardly
see if I
even see
have
your
followers. They
tweets.
don't care. Exactly.
I
So I
hardly.
complain for nothing. Anyways, what happened is, and I feel like this is a feeling for pretty much everything.
Hmm.
People just don't do what they're supposed to. I don't mind paying, but do the job, right? So when it comes to like the airlines, what's making me mad is that I've been trying to book flights for my family to go to the wedding for a couple days now. And the website conveniently crashes after I add all the passengers' information, which if ever booked a
That is
flight, you
annoying.
know how annoying that is repeatedly, or when it's processing the payment and it change cars and then it crashes and then you try to look for the flight again and then it's like, oh, the fare went up. How convenient. How many people are trying to go from Curitiba to Milan and at those specific dates
Yeah.
at those flights, right? Like it's a scam. So this happens all the time. And then I try to call them and they were able to book it over the phone, but they charge you a booking fee. And I'm like, no,
Uh,
this is BS. So I try again, and then I look for the flight. It's there, and then I can finish. Then I complain with them, like on by via DM on Twitter, and then they say, oh, it's because the flight is no longer available. How come it's not available, but you were able to book it over the phone? Like it just makes no sense. So it drives me nuts. So yeah, that's why I complain.
See, this is the problem with losing your check. Now you complain, and you're complaining
Exactly.
into the
I can't
void.
even complain and have my issues
Ah,
heard now,
yeah.
just
Well,
like
I
anyone
feel bad.
else.
Let me know. You can send your complaints to me, and then I can tweet them since I have the blue check. I can tweet
Well,
them on
you
your
barely
behalf.
tweet about our show, Ariel.
Oh, that is so wrong. Wow, that is so
Yeah,
wrong.
it's true.
I just tweeted right before we went live. Um,
People keep saying Ariel needs to advertise this
I need
better.
to advertise it. Okay,
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
do so. I want to thank everyone who has been donating to us. Very kind. Thank you very much to Nathan Timblin. He says this is my very first super chat, so I thought I'll save it for this live. Thank you so much, Nathan. Much love to
Thank
you.
you.
What about Eric Haber, who donates $49.99 and says Boa tarde, the 10 and the 7. A while ago, I asked Lucy how my ex-girlfriend could get a visa. Well, I just went down to
Oh,
visit her, and we're
I
back
remember that.
together and plan to marry eventually. My question is, Lucy,
Oh
what
my
does the
gosh.
citizenship process look like for you? Thank you. How about that? We got these two people back together.
Oh my God. Can we get invited to the wedding?
Yeah,
Ariel's not gonna go, you guys.
I've
He's
been on
not
a
gonna
roll with
go.
the
I'll
weddings,
tell you right.
and
He's
now all of
like
a
a
sudden
no
people
on
are calling
weddings.
me cheap. I mean, it's a lot of slander.
Well, they people did ask me if it was $180 or 1,800 or
Oh, get
18,000.
out of here! Get out of here! The 1800.
Well, I'm not gonna answer,
You know, it
but
was 180. I'm
the
very
numbers
proud
are
of it.
there.
I should have done 18 if I'm being honest. Uh,
$18, 18 cents.
even better.
Um,
What does the
wow.
citizenship process look like?
Well, I didn't do it like that, but my guess is you gotta apply for a visa, fiance's visa. Remember that show 90 Day Fiance, 90-day
Yes,
fiance?
yes, yes.
Yeah, so you have 90 days to get married to that person after, she's there and she has the fiance visa. You have 90 days. Then you get
Okay.
married, and I guess it's the normal process. Like you got married. I think that for you to get a green card when you're married to a US citizen is like very fast. But in up to 3 years, I guess you get your citizenship or something. So it depends on how the lines in immigration are nowadays, but it's not that complicated.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck to you. Thank you very
Yeah.
much to Dezemi, who donates $15 to the cause. By the way, we had a poll that was put up by our moderator here, the great Ant Evans, who may make a cameo in a moment. He is there lurking, so no one, no one get too crazy, no shenanigans. Uh, the poll question, Lucy, was who's the 10 and who's the 7? Wouldn't you believe it? 71% of the people said I was the 10, and 28% said you were the 7.
Well, so I guess we got it right.
No,
The
I'm
name.
kidding. It was the complete opposite. You were the 10. I was the 28%. Appreciate everyone who voted.
Thank you,
Uh,
guys.
yes, so kind.
So tired of being the 7.
we have another poll going on. How much do we think Ariel actually gave Lucy for her wedding? 38% say $18. 7% say $1,800. 57% say 180. And you know what that tells me? That tells me that people believe me, and when I say it's 180, it's actually 180. So
Yeah, you're not wrong.
that is true. You have the receipts. If you want
I
us
do.
to read questions, if you want us to read statements, if you want us to read anything, uh, hook it up with the super chat. I believe it's called. Is that what it's called, Ant Evans? Is it called the super chat?
Yes, it is. It's called the Super
Oh,
Chat.
there he is, the international troublemaker himself, Antoine Evans. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you doing this fine morning?
Oh, I'm doing great. It's great to have you here. Hopefully, you won't cause any trouble and get us canceled or anything like that, banned
No
off of
promises.
YouTube Live. But that is a warning to anyone out there who is looking to get a little bit crazy, right?
Yes, yes. Don't make me send you to the naughty step.
Thank you. Um, how is Charlotte? Have you ever been to Charlotte, Luciana?
No, it's my first time, but I haven't seen much since I got here from the airport. I've been in my room, only went downstairs to pick up first my jacket that fell from my purse in the
Oh no.
lobby. And the funniest thing is that I was looking for my, my headphones, and I'm like, where's the case? Oh, it's in the pocket of my jacket. Where is my jacket? Type of thing. And then to pick up my food, obviously. So I haven't seen much
Wait, where was the jacket? It was at the airport?
on the floor, in the floor.
You had to go back?
No, no, no. I was like, oh my God, please.
Oh,
What if I lost it at the airport? And then I texted the driver. He was like, no, it's not in the car. So then, by exclusion, I was like, I probably lost in the hallway. Left my room, went downstairs. It was
it
downstairs.
was there. Oh, this
I
I
lose
thought
everything.
I thought you were going to say something that just happened to me when I went to Vegas a couple of weeks ago. I was in a rush. This has never happened to me. Get the bags, feel good about myself. One of the first ones to come out. That's always a relief. Get to my room, open the bag.
Was it
Not
your
my
bag?
bag. Horrible feeling on a couple of fronts. Number one, I felt horrible for the people whose day I just ruined by taking their bag. But then I had to go back to the airport, 25 minutes, go to the place, see if they had my bag. They did have my bag, swap it, they go back.
But
It's a
also
big
the fear of like, what if somebody else, anyone else took my bag?
took my
What
yeah,
if they never return it?
right. And I'm sure those people felt the same about stupid me. Horrible feeling. Never done that before. Have you?
No, never.
No.
But I also have a pink bag. It's
So
very
it's
hard to
impossible.
get like one exactly that looks exactly like that. It's like it has the same marks, the same damage. So no.
Yeah. The move now is to put like a ribbon or something like that. I need to figure that out. So stay tuned on more updates from my bag. Now, when you go to these places like Charlotte, do you ever go out? Like, do you ever go check them out, or do you just?
Yeah, I do. Usually after the weigh-ins, whoever's working with me, we have a dinner and then we walk around a little bit. But yeah, if it's a cool city, I'll do that.
Do you enjoy
Especially
like? Do you
especially
look?
when I'm desperate trying to find stuff. Like we're staying in a hotel that doesn't have room service. So then there's always like that moment where, okay, I need to buy water. Right?
And then you
That
have to leave.
type of thing.
But you just don't like what you don't want to walk around. You don't want to like go
No,
for.
I do. So that's the
Don't be so
thing.
antisocial.
I do want to walk around, but I also like to be in my room. I'm
Why?
weird.
Isn't that boring?
Yes, yes, but I get to watch all my shows. I do whatever
Okay.
I want.
What are we watching?
So now there's this show on HBO. I forgot the name, but it's about this crazy lady that she has an affair with this guy. And then, I mean, this is really hard, but to explain, but she has an affair with the guy. There's a murder. The guy's wife dies. And, there's this whole thing. So I'm only on the fourth episode. So that's the show. Because I
What is
have
this
other shows
called?
I'm not allowed to watch when I'm gone. Like, for example, like Succession. We
Oh,
watched together in the house. So, but I have
I've
my,
not
my
seen that
other stuff.
show.
I was
I've not.
watching Waco on Netflix.
No. Is that good?
Yeah, it's a documentary.
Oh, about Waco, Texas.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you
Yeah,
just
that
go
thing.
on these trips. You're getting to fly all over the country, sometimes the world, and you just sit in your room and watch shows.
Well, it depends. It depends on the
Lifestyles of the rich
city.
and
It
famous.
depends.
Uh,
Wait, you don't come across as someone that is living a wild life when you're traveling. What are you talking about? Like,
clearly you don't know me very well. I go ham. I look for like the biggest club,
yeah, right.
take a
I
nap.
remember when you were in LA and I was
Mm,
traveling, you did ask for some, tips on where to go and blah blah blah. I gave you all the intel and you didn't leave the room, so I don't know.
that's not exactly true. It's just I was so busy that I couldn't leave the room.
And by the way, you've been to LA a million times
Yeah,
and you don't know LA at all.
no, no,
Like you
I
never
actually,
been to Santa Monica, you never
I've
been to
been, I've been, I've
Venice,
been, I've been to those
West
places. Yeah,
Hollywood.
not really West Hollywood. I've been to Santa Monica, but
No,
I
no, but
haven't.
Beverly Hills, it was
Yeah, Beverly
you've
Hills.
been
I
for the first
like.
time last time, right?
I like what I'm not. When I go on these trips, I don't go to sightsee. You know what I mean?
Where do you
I'm.
go? Eat
I
sushi?
go. No, well, I love sushi, but I'm going to work. I'm just going to hang out, work,
So you
go
don't
back.
do much either.
No, I don't do much either, if I'm being honest.
Exactly.
But I'm allowed to give you shit. What are we drinking over there? Is that
It's
a
my
cocktail
juice, my green juice.
that you ordered too?
No, not green juice. Sorry, my orange
Yeah, look,
juice.
that you ordered too?
Yeah, I order everything. I survive off deliveries. Okay,
Okay.
that's my whole thing. Which is another stuff. It's another something for me to complain.
Don't go on Twitter and complain about that. Don't be that celebrity who goes on Twitter to
I'm not a
complain.
celebrity. I'm
Don't.
just
I
like
mean,
anyone else. I'm not even verified.
yeah, that's true.
Right?
But I think people like no one wants to hear the complaints of the rich and famous. You
Hey,
know?
hey, hey. What social media is for complaining too.
Is it?
There's no exactly because have you ever tried to call customer service nowadays?
Yeah, it is
Unless
annoying.
they are publicly humiliated, they don't fix it. They
Have you
don't.
had any success ever complaining on social media?
Always, every time until now that
Oh, really? You've noticed a
they don't.
difference? Legit?
Yeah, they
Uh,
don't even answer my posts
go on
anymore.
Instagram. Maybe they'll have
I know, but
better
Instagram
success.
is different. Twitter is more like they
The
they
spot.
do reply to you.
Okay.
Instagram, they just pretended they didn't see
I do
your
have a bone
comment
to
or
pick with
DM.
you though.
Mm.
A couple times, it's actually happened like 5 times now, maybe even more, where like you ask me a question, you're like, oh, what about this? What about that? I'm like, oh, this, like she's asking me questions like I'm not just being used for my, my show, this is nice, we're friends. Um,
And then I go like,
and
you take
then
too long.
and then seconds later, I see the same question, copy paste verbatim on Twitter. Exact
Well,
same question.
I need the answer, and if you're gonna
No.
take your sweet
How
time
many
to
people are you
reply, then
asking
I'm
these
gonna ask the
questions to? How
people.
many are you just like going like just asking the question to a bunch of
It's urgent. Like I was trying to edit this, song and I couldn't. So I'm like, hey, do you know any apps? You didn't respond. I go on Twitter.
you got to wait like we're talking 10 minutes here
No, it's
and it's
it's
copy paste or
it's urgent.
you needed to do something for your wedding like a dance or something. You needed some music
Yeah, I
editing.
don't want to talk about it because it's a surprise.
Okay, sorry. Sorry. I don't even know if your I think I scared your sister away because I haven't seen her return.
She's gonna watch it again, I'm
All
sure.
right. All right. Well, thanks for stopping by. But um, I see the question and and then I see the exact same thing. Like it's not even changed. It's like the exact same thing. So just be honest with me with this. When you send these questions out, is how many people are on the list? Is it like a, is
Well,
it
it
like a,
depends on the subject.
okay.
Like on that specific matter, it was about an app. I
Yeah.
figured that you, since you have a million shows, podcasts, etc., busy man, maybe you would know. So that's why I ask. If it's something, let's say, makeup related, I'm gonna ask all my friends.
Okay.
It
So you go boom,
depends.
boom, boom, and then you go on Twitter if they
Of
if they
course.
don't
That's
answer
that's the
quick enough.
smartest thing to do. You need to hear different opinions,
I think your
don't you?
friends, and speaking as, a very close personal friend of yours, like we want to feel like you are coming to us and us only for
Ah,
the goods. Yeah.
ah. There's no such a thing.
Okay. Um, thank you to Josh Valley. He says, love the both of you. Heater Knicks tonight. I don't know if you know this, Luciana. I'm a huge New York Knicks basketball fan, and we have a massive game tonight, Game 6 against the Miami Heat. And
Hmm.
the detectives on Twitter have found photographic evidence of you,
Yeah,
Heat
Miami
fan.
Heat. I mean, I lived in Miami, so yeah,
This was
Miami
like
Heat all the
LeBron
way, I guess.
James.
Yeah,
Was he playing for them? What
I
year
have
was
no
this?
idea.
Yes.
I don't follow
What
basketball.
year is this around approximately?
I don't know, 2016, 15, whenever I was living there,
Might have been
17.
a little bit. Oh, okay, that's past LeBron James. But you used to go to a lot of games, or was that just a one-off?
No, I think I've been to like two basketball games in my
Oh,
entire
in your
life.
life, in your life,
Yeah,
did
I
you
went
stick?
to a Lakers game, I think, once, and then the Miami Heat
You
that
don't
time.
like basketball?
It's not that I dislike it. I just
Just-
didn't grow up watching it. So, with all the sports out there, I don't watch any sports besides MMA, I guess,
Right.
and
What
soccer during World Cup.
when you were growing up, were you a fan of a soccer team?
Yeah, my hometown team, Curitiba. Poxa,
Curitiba, right?
Curitiba. Yes.
What was their name? Just Curitiba?
Yeah, but oh, instead of you.
Oh, why is that?
I don't remember. My dad used to tell me the story. I guess I don't know if the city name changed or what it was, but yeah,
Okay.
Curitiba instead of Curitiba.
And did you go to games?
Oh yeah, all the time.
That
I
was
grew up
big.
going. Yeah.
Did they ever play Botafogo?
They did. Yeah,
Yeah.
because they played, the state championships and then the national ones. And if they do really well, sometimes like the South America, whatever, right?
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. Um, well, then I saw that and I was like, are you rooting? But it sounds like you don't really care. So,
Yeah, now it makes sense why you reacted to it because I was like, oh, I don't
well, it
get it.
felt like a shot in
Now
the
I know.
heart,
Okay,
you know?
Miami Heat's gonna win.
Yes. All right, fine. There you go. The Heat are going to win according to Lucy, but the Knicks are winning tonight. And then we're going to Game 7 on Monday, and we are going to win Game 7. So have no fear.
Whatever.
That will be tremendous. Thank you to Kyan Davids for the 79 cents. Appreciate that. How about Mike D, who chimes in? I find it funny when Lucy fits the phrase blah, blah, blah into her stories. I counted 8 blah, blah, blahs last show. Is that a
Who are you? The
term
blah 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 police now?
used in Brazil? Can I say, I think 8 is too much. I think the cap should be 4 blah, blah, blahs. Why do you feel the need to insert blah, blah, blah so many times?
Well, first off, I'm being recorded. If I had the time to read my answers,
Mm-hmm.
then yes, I would have the perfect English all times, but I don't. And I have to think fast. And sometimes my brain just doesn't come up with the right translation. So I just add the blah, blah, blah to fill the gap. Does
All right, I get it.
that make any sense?
No, yeah, no, totally. So there you go. I mean, by the way, this person who gave us a nice little $5, 5.50, excuse me. He doesn't seem to mind it. He just was wondering. I find it weird that he
Okay.
counted the amount of times that you you went with the blah blah blahs, but all right.
I'm glad that you noticed. You know,
Here's a good poll that was just up. How many times did Ariel wash his hands after reaching into someone else's bag? All day, 77%, twice, 17%, once, 5%. I think it was just twice, but I've been on a bit of a kick as of late. When I went to Dallas earlier this week, 24 hours, I took 4 showers. By the end, I
do
felt
you
like my
sweat that
skin was going
much?
to fall off. No, it wasn't sweating at all, but it's just it's just like the air, the germs.
Okay, airports are nasty, right? Airplanes, everything is so gross. And then, like here in a situation like this, I'm in a hotel that has carpet, right? I don't
Hmm.
walk barefoot ever. I bring my own flip flop because I can't count that the hotel is gonna have them. So,
Of
it's
course.
the whole
Why would you
thing.
wear
But
the
I'm
hotel
not,
flip-flops?
no, but sometimes they have like those little.
No, those are disgusting. You can't walk around in
No, it's
those.
brand new. What are you talking about?
So you think.
No, it's clean. You just look at the soil. It's like brand new.
No, just saying. I wouldn't trust it.
Whatever.
Okay.
You're a germaphobe.
Yes.
You're much worse than I am.
I bring my own sandals,
You
bring
don't
everything.
even, everybody just know whenever you see her, you just give him a hug. He loves them.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what's worse, the hug or the handshake. I actually feel like the handshake is worse because now you're like directly touching their
Yeah.
hand. You know what I
I
mean?
was thinking about it the other day. So, like public bathrooms, usually the door opens like inside, right? So then you can move with your body, but then you go and it's like you wash your hands now, you like it's all sensor, blah blah
Hmm.
blah. When see blah 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 again.
There it is.
Then when
What
you
is the count?
leave,
What are we
you
at?
don't touch anything. And then when you have to leave, you got to open the door, right?
Brutal.
So how do you do it?
Oh, it's a nightmare of a situation. If they have paper towels, I'll use that. I was just at my kid's school, and luckily they had paper towels, so I was able to use that to open the handle, or like to open the door
But
via
sometimes
the
you don't
handle.
have the paper towel. So what do you do with your own clothes? Like
Sometimes I'll do the elbow, but it's hard. It's hard to get like the grip.
imagine him like trying to open the
That's
door.
exactly what's
How
happening.
weird. Or he just sits and waits there like to somebody walk in.
Worst case scenario, and I don't like doing this, but I'm often wearing a hoodie, so I'll take the pocket of the hoodie, and I'll use that. But now I have the
What if
germs
you're
on me.
but then you can put your hand inside the pocket again.
No, because it's on the outside. Let's say
Oh,
this is the
okay,
handle. I'll
okay.
use the hoodie to then open. But now,
You're such a
trust me,
weirdo.
I feel like it's the germs are on me.
Okay,
That's the
but there is
problem.
a solution to that because I went
Okay,
to
tell me.
another bathroom the other day and they had like this thing on the uh like the end of the door that you could place your foot in and just use it to move the door with your
Oh,
shoes.
at the bottom.
Yeah, at the
Yeah,
bottom.
this is one of the great innovations of the last 50
Right?
years. I've
It's
seen this.
amazing. It's
Every time I
phenomenal.
see it, I love it. I absolutely love it. The only thing that's number one for me. Number two, you ever notice some places, not only, first of all you have to do is make a door that is a push out,
I love
right?
how much thought you put into this.
This is all I talk about and think about. Make it a push out. If you're not going to make it a push out, at least have a garbage can right next to the door and a paper towel dispenser so that you could go boom and then throw the garbage. The worst is when they have the dispenser but no garbage, and now you're stuck with the thing.
With the dirty thing, yes. They don't think much.
They
They
don't
don't
think.
think about it this enough, clearly.
No, no, these are the problems. But yes, a lot of hand sanitizers, a lot of showers. Seeing people, I'm trying to incorporate the bow. No one's biting on that. By the way,
Yeah.
Barrera MX says, setting a blah 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 limit sounds like a Seinfeld episode that didn't make the cut. Yeah,
Yeah.
yada yada yada.
I was thinking about this the other day when call me out on the complaining on Twitter. I was thinking about the reason we like those shows from, those Larry David type of shows. It's because we see themselves in it. We're all kind of,
Oh yeah.
you know, yeah,
Well,
we see it,
we are all like neurotic Jews at heart.
I guess.
I mean, it's very Jewish, those shows.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess he's Jewish. So yeah.
he's Jewish. That's right. Um,
Are you Jewish? No, I never heard of.
I'm just trying to up the Jewish quotient in your life because I feel like you've been
I didn't grow
underexposed
up with any
to
Jews. I,
Jews.
I
Yeah,
told you
I
that,
know.
right?
Today's Shabbat, so on Friday night you're supposed to have like a big meal with challah bread and candles. You know what challah bread is, right? Like, challah bread. You're familiar with this?
No.
With the bread,
Is it
challah
pita?
bread. No,
Like
challah bread.
pita?
It's like braided bread. You've 1,000% have challah. You've not had challah bread in your life?
I don't think I have. I don't know. Maybe I did. I just don't know what a challah bread is. So
Oh
I'll
my
Google it
gosh, you're
later.
missing out. You're missing out. What national what religion is your fiance? Your fiance, what religion?
He's agnostic. He didn't grow up
Hmm.
like me.
By the way, both of you are kind of maybe you both adopt Judaism. I'll tell
No,
you what.
I was raised Catholic. I just
Yeah, but
don't
I feel like
practice it. Huh?
if you guys do a Jewish wedding, I'll
We're
come.
not doing Jewish wedding.
No,
We're
I'll
not
come.
even doing a religious wedding.
No, no, but I'm saying
We're doing symbolic wedding.
if it means so much to you, I will come. But if it's a Jewish wedding, if I can like
Can I
oversee
break
it,
plates? Is that the type of
no, no, that's
wedding?
Greek. But you're supposed to step on glass when you get like when they say now
Okay, is it the one that you put people on chairs and you're like, hey,
the
hey.
hora. Yes,
Okay,
yes.
that I want to do
You're
then.
down. You're down. All right, would be nice. Be inclusive.
Actually, not, because what if do people fall from it?
No, no. There's like usually
What's the
like
percentage of people that got dropped from it?
never. I've never seen it happen, and
Never.
I've been to a lot.
Wow. Okay.
Um, Want to give a shout out to Kyan Davids, who says, Ariel, you and Roger Ebert are my journalist heroes. How about that? Journalist heroes. Do you know who Roger Ebert is?
No.
He's a very famous movie critic. There was a guy
Hmm.
named Roger and Ebert, and no, no, wait, Roger Ebert. Wait, no, no, Siskel and Ebert. Jesus, Siskel and Ebert, and they would give two thumbs up to
Do you
movies
know
or
who the
two
guy
thumbs down.
is?
Yeah, Gene Siskel and Roger Ebert. I
Yeah.
just got the
Okay.
names
Okay.
mixed up. Sorry about that. Here's a question from Jillian. Now, I feel like Jillian is Jordan's fiance. Am I right?
Oh my God.
Jordan, is this your fiance, Jillian? I can't look at her face here on the thing, but
I
be-
love that he's talking right now because Jillian, I was getting ready, so I logged in, and Jordan was talking with Ant, and I thought it was Ariel. They have similar voices and they speak like exactly the same. So yeah, so Jordan, talk a little bit. Let's see what the people think.
yeah.
Say sheesh.
Sheesh. Feels like a very
He's
anti-Semitic
trying
thing that you're
he's
doing.
trying really hard not to, talk like
Well,
Ariel, but they do.
oh,
Oh.
wow, wow.
Well, maybe her brother initiated and Ariel is the one copying it.
Well, could we get confirmation? Who did you pick it up from? All right, I appreciate that. Where'd you go on your bachelor party? Oh,
Nice.
I've always wanted Austin, Texas, and Portland, Oregon are the two places left in the U.S. that I have not been to that I really want to go to.
Really?
Yeah.
You gotta go. You gotta go.
Have
I've
you
been
been to
there.
Austin?
Yeah. And Portland.
Oh,
I've been to Austin like I think 3 or 4 times.
how was
I've
it,
worked for
Jordan? Hmm. Luciana, do you think it's weird that I didn't get invited to the bachelor party? I mean, we work together so often.
well, well, well.
I was like, hey, Jordan, you available? He's like, on
Did
bachelor
you
party.
even
I'm like,
know he was engaged to be married?
ah, I don't-
Did you invite him? Are you going to the wedding?
I don't know. I didn't know I was
Because like if
invited.
you go to his wedding and you don't go to mine, then
Yeah,
like what are
I
we
didn't
doing?
want to be presumptuous.
Mm. How so?
Well, I did get the save the date. Yep. I am planning on being there. See, this is the difference between his wedding and your wedding. I never asked for the save the date. Your wedding, I asked for it, Luciana, and then got it
No,
after.
no, no,
So it was
no.
1,000% a token invite if I ever knew one. Um,
Oh no,
and
no.
even despite that, I sent in a very generous gift. I thought, at
The
least. And,
180. Did he
yeah.
send you a gift yet, Jordan? Is it
No,
gonna be
because I'm planning on
1,800?
being there. It might. It
Wait,
might.
but if you go, you still have to send the wedding gift.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. But I'm gonna wait
Mhm.
till the official invitation. The move is, by the way, if you are invited to a wedding, and even if you don't, like, even if you're planning on going, the move is put the check in the RSVP so that you don't have to worry about it the day of the wedding. You don't have to give them a card. You don't have to do that. Just put it in there, and now you're done. That's the move. My dad taught me that.
Okay.
You like that move?
check. I mean,
Yeah, check.
2023.
What do you
Can you
want?
just like wire the money? Like, cause now
Ah,
we
come
have
on.
like those
It's
registries
so
online and
impersonal. Jeez.
Venmo.
Venmo. Who Venmos for a wedding?
You Venmo me. What are you
That's
talking about?
yeah, because I
It's not
wasn't
like you
going.
went to my wedding registry and
No,
did
I couldn't
that.
be bothered. Anyway, back to Jillian. She says, "How exactly do we get Dahlia on the show? I think it's time we hear her side of the story. You know about Dahlia, right, Luciana?
No.
Dahlia was my bully when I was in elementary school. She was a girl in the first grade who would stare at me and give me the evil
I think
eye.
I think we talk about this in one of the
Yes, and
episodes,
then I
haven't
went to
we?
her. Unfortunately, one of her parents passed away, and for some reason, they thought it would be a good idea to take the whole class to the Shiva. Do you know what a Shiva is? Shiva is in the Jewish religion when someone passes away. The mourners, unfortunately, have to stay at home for 7 days, and people come visit them and they pray.
Like a funeral, but a
But
week-long
it's
funeral.
7 days. Well, there is a funeral, but then there's just something where you come visit and you kind of like pay your respects to the family. It's a very somber scene. But we're in the first grade, and they took all of us to the Shiva. Now I'm first grade. That's 7 years old. And I'm sitting there. I'll never forget it. Now, this is my bully who I was terrified of, who I would sit in the back and she would look at me and be like, Come to find out later in life that I think, it was just like her way of expressing love in a weird way as kids. You don't know how to
Yeah.
express. She's eating a banana and she walks up to me and says, looks at me. The whole class is there, but she looks at me and she goes, "What are you doing here?"
Like who
And
invited you?
yeah, and I wanted to melt. I wanted to collapse and die and just disappear because I felt so I already felt uncomfortable being there at my bully's house, and then she says, "What are you doing here?" When I'm just trying to, go with the flow. Anyway,
Do
then
you do
her
you know her
brothers got
last name? Is
involved.
she
Yes, I do know her last name, but I don't want to say it.
does
She
she remember?
I don't want to put her on blast, but
Yeah, you know. She was
I,
a kid. It was a
she was a
tough.
kid. Yeah,
She
yeah,
had
yeah.
to, get mad at somebody. So I'm glad she
And then
found you.
I was the brunt of her anger. Then later in life, um, there was another girl in the 10th grade who told me that she had a kill list and that I was, I think, number 3 on the kill list. She
Okay.
wanted to kill me, and then I went and told my parents, and they're like, "Oh, she's just messing around." And I don't know. I believed her. I was like, "This girl legit wants to kill me."
You believed her?
I did
Oh
believe her.
my
I was very
God.
gullible, but again, I think it was just because all these girls like honestly had crushes and they didn't know how to express it. That was
Yeah, well.
I will
sort of
say this is Jill's favorite thing about Ariel is Dahlia. Honestly, I think she's forgotten everything else about Ariel except for Dahlia. For
that's funny.
three for 3 years now, she's been talking about it.
She is. That's how. By the way, that's how I knew it was her.
Oh
Just
my
just by the
God.
question. Um, Thank you very much, Jill, and Mazel Tov to you guys. If you want to invite Luciana, don't worry, she's not going to come, and she won't send a gift either.
When
Uh,
is the wedding, by the way?
yeah, when is the wedding?
September 30th.
September 30th. Look at
Yeah,
that.
right on Long Island.
It's a
So
beautiful time of
Oh
year
my
on Long
God.
right
Island.
It's
on the
gonna
Yeah,
be so
water.
pretty.
yeah.
Nice, nice. Are you guys going nuts with the planning? Because I am.
It is stressful. I will leave it at
Right?
that. It is stressful.
When
Like,
uh, when you said that, Jordan, when you said Long Island, it was the first thing that Luciana thought.
Should I ask?
Not as cool as Lake Como.
Well, that no,
I didn't say that.
that is for
I did
sure. That is
not
fair.
say that. What?
Um, Eric said, by the way, that he just spoke to his fiancee Bianca, and we're both invited to their wedding. This is from earlier in the day.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah.
Okay. Where is it gonna be? When?
Okay, let us know. When is it going
Work
to
on that
be?
visa.
Yes.
Are you doing it in Brazil? Because there's that. I went through this dilemma when you're Brazilians, they need visas to come to the US. So if you have a ceremony in the US, then it's very complicated for people to come. It's way easier and cheaper to do it in Brazil.
Oh,
But
really?
then you have all your guests flying down there. It's a tough. I'll say Mexico is always a safe,
A
place
safe
in the
place
middle.
for a
Not
wedding?
that safe sometimes, but yeah, yeah. I know a lot of Brazilians that got married in Mexico just because of that.
Really?
Because you don't need visas,
Oh,
and
okay.
it's still kind of like fairly cheap depending on where you decide to get married.
I want to say hello to TST, who's in the chat right now. Hello to TST. Also, Poppy Live, who's a longtime supporter, and he was asking Luciana if you will be taking selfies at the weigh-ins today.
No, I never take selfies at the weigh-ins.
Hmm.
You know why? Because I bring my phone and we have those rows. I leave it in the inside the pocket, and then I go on stage without it. So I never have my phone.
Hmm.
But I
Maybe,
also I'm
maybe,
afraid somebody's
maybe
gonna
he.
call and I'm gonna do something.
I think what he meant was Poppy. I know Poppy lives in Charlotte, so I think what he meant was, will you
Oh,
be
oh,
taking pictures with people?
with
Yeah.
people.
You don't
I
really like
mean,
to interact with the fans, right? Like, because they get too.
that's not true. No, it's because we're backstage and then they call us on stage. So we go. By the time that the weigh-ins end, we leave right away. We don't have like I mean, maybe we have access to the people. We just like go outside
Right.
because you gotta leave. I'm
It,
hungry usually.
is it true that someone came up to you last week in Newark and said, "I'm a huge fan of your show with Henry"?
Yes.
What is that? They
I
thought it
was
was Henry Cejudo?
yeah, I was like leaving the airport. No, he said, I love your show with Harry.
Oh, Harry. Okay, I could live with that. I thought you said
Or
Henry.
Harry or Henry, something like
That's
that.
close enough.
And I'm like, oh, really? Who's that?
So if you do see Poppy, that's my boy at the weigh-ins today. Please take a picture with him. All right.
I will.
All right.
Okay.
Don't be so reclusive. Like,
Don't be like Ariel,
yeah,
you know.
man. I stop and take a picture with everyone.
Yeah, just don't touch me.
Just don't touch. That's all. Um, how about this? TST, the man, he chimes in. Luciana, I'm going on a first date next week with the girl of my dreams. Any advice so that I don't blow it? Well, I'm happy to see that you're getting back out there, TST, because he just, he just suffered a bit of
Is that going to be a
of a
dinner
heartbreak.
or drinks only? Because it's always smart to go for drinks first, and that way, if the dinner doesn't go well, you don't have to stay until the end of the dinner.
Okay, well,
And plus, when you're drinking, people are more social.
but okay, so these details aside, like, is there any kind of advice
It's
you
no,
want?
just be yourself, unless you're not
Not cool.
not I wouldn't say cool, but like unless you have no filters, because girls don't like that.
Oh,
Be respectful.
sure.
I'm assuming you are since you're asking, but
Oh, TST's the man.
um,
He's very respectful. Yeah, we're good
yeah,
friends.
yeah, just be yourself. Try to be funny. Come up with some
Humor, I think, is a big thing. No,
yeah,
everyone loves to laugh.
yeah, sense of humor. But listen,
Should he
ask
bring
questions.
anything? Should he bring anything?
No, for a first date, I don't think so. I mean, it's sweet. I know that, but I remember the times where, I had like a first date and the guy like brought me flowers. It depends. If you're really into the guy, then you love it. If you're not, you're like, oh, what the hell?
Mm.
It depends.
So you don't
But
want the
she knows
flower?
it's a date, I'm assuming, right?
I mean, I
Because
would hope so. Jeez
I'll
Louise,
tell
could
you,
you
there's a lot
imagine?
of time, not saying that's the case, but a lot of times guys ask girls out and the girl thinks, oh, he's just my friend. But the guy seeing this as a date and the girl doesn't know
Ah,
it's a date. And then eventually the guy tries to make a move and she's like, what the heck? So
okay. So don't go too crazy. Maybe like a chocolate bar or something. No.
yeah, yeah. If she likes chocolate.
Here's a Snickers bar for you, lady.
Yeah.
Be sure, but here, can I suggest something that would be like rule number one? When the bill comes, TST, don't do
Pay.
this like split the bill nonsense.
Yeah.
Like,
Pay.
do not do that, TST. I mean, I
Do
have a
not.
feeling TST would be like moving it towards
No,
her
but if
just.
it's the girl of his dreams, I'm sure he's gonna pick like a nice place. Don't pick like a Michelin star type of place. It doesn't have to be that
Why
nice.
not? By the way, go Michelin star.
No, it's the first day. He doesn't even know if it's getting there. If he's gonna get frustrated if nothing
He said
happens.
girl of his dreams.
I know, but
Go
pick a
big.
nice place, but don't make it seem like you're trying too hard,
Got it.
like
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's a good point. I used to try a little bit too hard back in the day, and it came back to bite me in the butt.
backfired. Yeah.
It backfired. I don't. I think people don't want to feel like you're trying too hard. It has to just feel like loose. It has to
Yeah.
feel comfortable.
Like,
Yeah.
does he like me? Is he gonna call
Right.
me again?
Yes. Leave it
Are
up
we going on a
for.
second date?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right. 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 And
Yeah.
and what's the move at the end? Do you talk about the second date, or do you just say,
You
"I'll
need
be
to
in
have a good
touch"?
feeling, right? Like, but yeah. Oh, this
No,
is
but you leave
fun. This
them.
is fun. We should really do this again. And then you see if
Okay.
the person says something back.
Don't say something like, "I'll be in touch," or "I'll have my people reach out."
No. What? This is a business meeting now?
I'll BCC you on an email, and we'll try to
You're
figure it
lucky
out.
you're married.
I'll put some time. How about this one? The one that drives me nuts. I'll put some time on your calendar, and we'll see if we can coordinate.
Oh my
Isn't that the
God.
worst? You ever get people say put some time on your calendar? Did you know that you
No,
can do this? Did you know that you have a public calendar that I could just go in
I know
and put
couples
time?
that do that.
Oh,
They block weekends. Like, okay, this weekend I'm away, or this weekend we have dinner with so and so. We don't. Not
no.
not in my
I'm
place.
actually, can I be honest? I'm actually shocked that you guys don't.
Why?
Feel a little bit by the book, like very rigid in terms of your schedules like that.
No, we're not. We're not rigid at all.
Oh,
But it's
babe.
actually fairly easy because like my fiance, it's hilarious. Like so he went to his bachelor party
Hmm.
and he said, "Uh, I'm not leaving the house. Next time I'm seeing the guys will be at the wedding. See you guys at the wedding."
Oh,
Like he's
wow.
that type of person. Like he goes full in and he's like, I'm not leaving the home for 3 months.
Wow. For 3 months?
No,
Some of
he
my
says
favorite.
that, but obviously it
How
doesn't
do you
take
feel
that
about
long.
the pet names? Like, do you call each other babe or honey?
Babies? No, no,
Babies? No, you
no,
call each other like, hey babe, can you grab
amor,
me
amor.
Amor? Amor,
Yeah,
can you grab me a drink from the
yeah.
kitchen?
Can you bring me a bottle of water, please?
Amor?
Yeah.
My wife says like, hey shithead. No, I'm just joking.
What?
But we've never been like the babe, sweetheart. Sometimes I say it as a joke just to make my kids laugh, but they're like, why are you saying that? It's
Really?
yeah, no pet names. I kind
No,
of hate the
we say
babe.
amor,
Babe, what are we
but
doing for dinner tonight, babe? Like,
so the
shut
first
up.
time he called me babe, it was hilarious because there was like this silence, after
Uh,
he said something like, "Oh, whatever you want, babe," and I'm like, "Babe," and then I was like, "Oh, cute." He called me babe. I was thinking that he was
oh,
like,
you liked it.
"Oh," and then yeah, there was like a little silence, and then he was like, we can call each other babe now, right?" And I'm like, "Sure."
All
Then
right.
that's when we started. But yeah, it's amor.
TST asks a follow up. Can he hug on the way out or go for a kiss? Like not a kiss on the lips. I think he means like a cheek kiss. What do you think?
You got to read your
You got to read the
audience. Like,
situation.
is she, flirting, or is she being like very like, talking about this guy that she likes? It depends,
That's a
right?
problem. How does he? Okay, this has been a problem for TST. If you, I hope you don't mind me saying this, TST. How do you make sure you don't enter the friend zone? Meaning, like you don't be viewed just as the friend, and you know what I mean?
It's very, case by case,
Mm,
because I feel like girls, if they are into a guy, they will leave signs. Like they will be flirty, they will be like, trying harder. If they're not, they're gonna start talking about other guys and how heartbroken they are because of their exes. Or if a girl is talking about relationships with you, then you are definitely on the friend zone.
friend zone. Ugh, what a nightmare. Have you ever been on a date and it was going so bad, and you said you needed to go to the bathroom and just never came back?
No, but I thought about it.
Why don't you just do it?
I feel bad for the person. It's just it's not cool, right?
Yeah, but
Like
like
at least
if
go.
it's going really bad,
I mean, if the person is rude, then sure, I'll think
yeah.
about it. But I guess I'll still like I'll say, hey, I'm just gonna go. I have an emergency. I had friends, like emergency signs, like, hey, if I text you this, please call me and saying that you have an emergency, and then I leave. So this happened once.
Uh, and so and what did you do? Like so they came and then they saved you?
No, she called me. I don't know what the emergency was, like something with her car, whatever. I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I gotta
What a
go." Of
horrible
course, the guy
feeling.
understood, but
He
what
knew
can
what
we
was up.
say? Yeah, it was a long
Ha-
time ago.
Has anyone ever said they needed to go to the bathroom when they were on a date with you and never came back?
No,
No. I'm surprised.
really? Would you?
I'm just, I'm just
She
joking.
said that to me.
Would I do that? Would I do that sort of thing? It sounds like something I would do if I'm being honest. But I've never, I've never been in that situation. By the way,
You would go
first,
to the bathroom and never come back? That's so rude.
if it was going bad,
Oh, come on. Just say, hey, should we go?
and what if they're like, we haven't even had the meal yet?
You're like, oh, I'm not hungry.
Okay. All right.
Nah.
Luckily, we don't have to worry about that. First date
Yes.
rules with hot girl, according to our poll. 54% say be funny, 29% say be a gentleman, be mean, 11%, be sexy,
Don't be
4%.
mean.
I don't know what be
What's
sexy
be
means.
sexy for
I don't.
guys? What
And
is
you
that
wrote
supposed
this.
to
You
mean?
wrote this poll. So what does be sexy mean?
go in for the kiss, try and make it, overtly sexy, just kind of charge the air around you guys.
Just go for it.
Sexual
Just go for
energy.
the gusto.
Yeah.
Like make a
yeah.
move?
Yes, this is not something I'm advocating, by the way. I just put up options. This would not be my strategy.
What would be your strategy?
Well, my strategy is to tell the other girl, well, the other girl, not the other girl.
Yes.
My strategy would be to tell the girl that she's into me and say, hey, I see the way you're looking at me, a little inappropriate. I'm not even sure if I'm going to friend zone you yet.
Oh yeah, and if she laughs about it,
Exactly. And she got to laugh.
she says, no, no, definitely not doing that.
Well,
then you
she
have your
doesn't
answer.
laugh. If she doesn't laugh, no sense of humor. I got no shot anyway, so I need to find that out pretty quick.
That's a great strategy.
By the way, speaking of strategies, Ant wrote this earlier on the chat. Make her think you are going for the kiss, then tell her she wants to kiss you, and say, quote, "You're going to have to take me on a second date for that. I'm not that type of boy." Has this worked before?
Her, right?
Has this worked before, Anne?
It's she's laughing. She's laughing, see? And she's happily married and it's working.
Well, not yet. There's still hope for you, or for the people out there. By the way, another one from Ant. Everyone slide into me DMs. I got divorced last year and I'm now dating up a storm, killing it. I cracked the girl code. Wow, I feel like Ant should be doing this show, not me. You're just out there loving life.
Maybe we should have a segment about relationships, where he steps in and helps with the advice.
I could so do that.
Exactly. Look at that.
We got a YouTube channel for that. By the way, this is from I lost it. Where was it? Where's the guy? Gabriel, Ariel and Luciana. And by the way, keep the questions coming in. Don't be stingy, all right? Like I said, it costs more to get Luciana on the show than Patty Pimblett, right? The rate is supremely high. Okay,
so
can you help her brother out? Ariel and Luciana, have you ever been on a date with a fan or someone who recognized you for your celebrity status? Now, for me,
no.
I was a nobody when, I was 12 years old when I met my wife. But for you, you've never gone on a date with a fan?
Never,
really?
Never.
I'm sure you've been asked.
Yes, but no. Have you watched one of those serial killer shows? That's how you get murdered. You don't go on a date with someone that you met online like that, unless, they're friends in common and things like that. No, I never been. And even when I was on dating apps, I would not put any information about UFC there. And people don't recognize me on the streets. So it's not like people are like, oh, there she is, the UFC ring girl. This only happened one time. I was actually walking on, this famous street in Venice that we live super close to. And this guy from Canada said, "Oh my God!" And I thought he was
not me, by the way, for the record.
He had headphones. He took it off, and I thought he was recognizing, my fiance, and he was like, "Oh my God, Luciana!" Oh, So it was kind of cool, but it was one of, I guess, the first time that this ever happened. So no, people don't recognize me ever. And
now, if that guy, because he knew you, if that guy then asked you on a date, would you go on the date, or because he knew you, would that rule him out?
It's hard to tell because I was already, engaged and all. But if I was single, it depends. It depends if I like the guy. If I like the guy, then maybe.
Yeah. All right. Just wanted to make sure. Aloha, Ariel. Quick one for Ariel. You're in Ireland next week. Will you be coming down south to Cork? If so, you can crash at mine. I'll show you around, Luciana. More than welcome to join as well. I'm going to Ireland next week, Luciana. Have you been to Ireland?
No, I never been.
Oh, what a great country.
Scotland,
Ireland,
England, but no, yeah.
Ireland? Ireland,
where?
Yeah.
Like in Dublin?
I'm going to Dublin, yeah. This guy's saying Cork, which I think is either the north or the south. One of my favorite places, my favorite people on the planet, but also one of my favorite places on the planet. I love Ireland.
How many favorite places do you have? I feel like this is one of those things that people say, like they're going to they're going to Fresno and they're like, oh, one of my favorite cities in the world. Like, what is that?
What's wrong with that? Is this a beef of yours?
No, it's not. I started laughing because I didn't buy it. But maybe it is one of your favorite places.
Wait, did you say Fresno?
Yes.
Who says Fresno is the example?
Exactly why I just use it as an
Is someone
example. Like
there's
people,
someone that you know
people when
going to
they're like
Fresno?
on record, they're like, "Oh, one of my great people there, one of my
Great
favorite
people.
places to go," even if
Oh.
you hate the place. But anyways, I never been to Dublin. I heard that it's pretty cool. Are you going there for work or?
Yes, for work. Katie Taylor, she's a very famous boxer. She's fighting in her
Mhm.
first fight in Ireland as a professional. It's going to be a huge scene. And essentially, they said, like, we can't put on this event if you're not there because you've been such a big part of, like, you
Because
know.
you're so famous and important now.
No, not just famous and important. It's just like influential, I think was the term used.
So humble of you.
Um,
But no way in the world you will stay at someone else's house.
no.
Okay?
I won't even stay
Let's
at my
answer the
friend's house in my.
question.
No, I won't. No, I never understood these people, by the way, who like they're like, hey, I'm in town. Can I crash on your couch? I'm like, no. Here's $200 and get a hotel. First of all, why do you want to be on my couch, and why would I want you on my couch? Like, don't you want privacy? Don't you want your own
Because
bathroom?
people want to save money, and
Ugh.
that's why they ask.
Are you a crash on the couch type of
No,
person? No.
definitely not.
Even if I have friends in town. Although it was weird, you know, I couldn't get a hotel when I was in LA, and I asked you and your fiance if I could stay, and you guys were like, "No, we're
That's
booked."
so not true.
That
You
was
had
weird.
your hotel, but I do like hosting. I just don't like when I don't have much space. For example, like the house that we live now, it's a 3-bedroom house, but the other 2 bedrooms we use as offices, right? The new house that, my fiance is building, then that one will have more space. So if people want to come visit, at least, they
Mm.
have a separate area. Like there's a separate ADU even.
A separate what?
ADU.
What is that?
It's like a mini house that has kitchen, bathroom,
Wow, a
separate
What does
unit.
EDU mean?
ADU,
What does that mean?
additional whatever unit,
Oh my God, you guys have a guest house?
I guess.
How?
Yeah, it's kind of like a guest house, but it's like in the
God, you
same
guys,
building of, of the
you guys are
house.
that
It's
rich? I
just
didn't realize
separate.
you're so
We're
fancy.
we're not. We're
Building a
not.
house, you got an
No,
ADU, whatever that
we're
is. Like,
not.
wow.
We're
No
not.
wonder your rate is so high.
Yeah.
ADU. Ant, have you ever heard of
Like,
an ADU?
and
No
he's
one.
like,
I've
I'm
not.
out. How
Oh,
about Jordan?
no, he just responded. Ant, have you ever heard of an ADU?
I've never heard of an ADU.
I mean, that's a little
I
bougie, no? An ADU?
no, it's how they
I
call
think
it.
I think like common folk just say a
Uni.
guest house, but you guys are.
Yeah, it's sure, but because he's a developer, he says ADU, and
Oh.
yeah, it's the ADU ordinance defines as ADU. It's a second dwelling unit located within the principal detached dwelling or within a separate accessory structure. So that's what a ADU means.
Oh,
So
it's for
yeah,
rich
guest
people.
house.
Like,
It
like you
stands.
said.
It
No,
stands
Good.
it's
for.
not.
It
It's a
stands for
rich people.
accessory dwelling unit. Accessory dwelling unit.
You guys, why are
I
you teaming
mean,
up against me?
When
and
I have a
my-
key ring with a UFC logo on as an accessory, I mean, you guys have got,
yeah,
pool
yeah.
houses.
Well, it's not my house. It's not my house. My fiance's. So
Well, you're getting
It's
married,
your house
so
now.
yeah, it's your house now, sister.
no, it's not.
What are you talking about? By the way, when we come to LA next, can we all stay in the ADU?
When the ADU is ready, yeah. When the house is ready,
Oh,
sure.
when's it supposed to be ready?
Oh, that's a question that we're all trying to answer this week because you know how construction goes,
Oh, yeah.
and they always give you a deadline, and then they don't meet the deadline. So this week I was like, okay, I'm sick of it. I went to a meeting on Wednesday. They have side meetings every Wednesday. I went there and I'm like, okay, let's schedule this thing out. What's priority? What's next? We figured the door locks because the house is like a glass house kind of. So the door
Oh.
locks were a problem. We figured that out, and then we're now like in the process of like QII report, hers, blah blah blah, like HVAC insulation. So then you can start drywall, and it's a whole process. So I don't know. They say September. I think December. Who knows? They gotta
Wow.
pour, the pool and do the stucco outside. It's like whole process, plaster, blah blah blah. So a lot.
Well, good luck to you guys. I feel for you
Thank you.
during this trying time. I know. I'm surprised you haven't tweeted a lot about it, about the struggles.
I'm not allowed to. I would have.
Why aren't you allowed to?
I wanted to write reviews. Like, no, but I can't. No.
Yeah.
No, I
No,
wouldn't.
no.
They're good people. I just think like it's a very complex project. Like the plans are hard to read. Like it's gonna be beautiful once it gets ready, but it's complicated.
You I think it's a good idea to tweet about the glass house that you're building with the ADU in the back.
No.
I'm so frustrated with this glass house that I'm building. The horror, the view
Oh
of
my God. I complained like twice. And
um,
I was like, I was right. I complained about the, delivery apps charging, not
mm.
refunding you for items that
Oh, that was
didn't
the other
get
one that you texted
delivered,
me about that I
that didn't
thought,
get
and then I was like,
delivered, which is BS,
yeah.
you know, and the airline, which I'm still unable to book it. It's just crazy.
Oh, it's a huge problem. Huge problem. By the way, another big problem is you're sending me a lot of these pimple popper videos, and I don't know if you know this, but I'm actually blocking the account every time you're sending it to me because it's the grossest thing. And I open it, and I'm like, oh,
I'll
here's a
start
nice
texting you
message.
the videos.
And then I'll just block the number. Here's the this nice message, a nice DM, and it's a video of a freaking like whitehead being popped. Like what the hell? Who I can't believe that people watch this. I can't believe, and there's like
A
crazy
lot of
views.
people do. There are millions of followers in those accounts.
Oh my God,
Seriously. It's a
horrible.
whole thing. There are TV shows for it.
Yes, pimple. Is it Pimple Popper
YouTube
MD?
accounts.
Doctor
Like
Pimple Popper.
if we were popping pimples right now, we would have a lot of people watching this.
Go ahead, pop a pimple right
I
now.
don't have them. I wish.
If you want, if you wish, if you want Luciana to pop a pimple live on this live chat right now,
I don't have
contribute to the
any,
chat.
but I wouldn't
I could
because,
probably find
you
one.
need
You need
what?
to have. I could probably find one if someone gives us enough money here. This is what we have
Wait,
resorted
do
to.
you don't even, pop your own pimple if you have one?
I just let nature take its course.
Even if it's like super infected and yellow?
I mean, I don't know what kind of pimples you deal with, but I never got to
No,
the.
I don't have any. I'm saying you wouldn't?
I never
Like,
got to
come
the
on, you
yellow.
have to.
I never got to the yellow infected,
Okay, a
stage.
blackhead. A blackhead. How
Blackhead?
come you never had a blackhead? Is your skin that good?
No, maybe I
Is that
do
the
have them.
Jewish diet?
Maybe I do have them, and I just don't recognize or
Or like
care.
ingrown hair?
Yeah, ingrown hair sometimes happens, like here, especially when you're shaving or here.
And you don't pop
No,
them out.
my wife does it.
Okay, so somebody's doing it for you.
Yeah, someone's doing
If
it
she
for me.
doesn't do it, then you have to do it. Will
Yeah.
you be gross out with your own fluids, your own
No, but
body?
I wouldn't be posting that is the thing. I wouldn't be like videotaping it and
But that's the thing. You don't do it yourself. Other people do, but you get to have the same satisfaction by watching someone else doing it.
now it all makes
Does that make any
sense.
sense?
Not really. But anyway, there's a new poll. Would you let Lucy crash on your couch? 40% say I'm not that type of boy. Yes, 29%. Hell yes, 29%. Wow, 40% say I'm not that type. How about that?
Well, people are shy nowadays. So they have boundaries.
That's good. I respect.
Yeah.
It's a very classy bunch of people here. Um, so anyway, this has been fun. I think that you're gonna get ready for
Ways.
your weigh-ins now. Is there anything you have to do to get ready? Do you stretch? Do you like what do you do? A little workout?
Makeup, hair.
Oh, that kind of stuff.
When I
Yeah,
feel like doing it, the
right.
hair.
It's a tough
Usually.
gig because it's like if I'm feeling a little bit out of shape, I could just wear, you guys, there's no
Yeah, if
hide.
we are out of shape, people just say you're fat. She's not even that hot.
Ah,
Yeah, retire those girls.
yeah.
All sorts of
You
comments.
get that a lot? There's a lot of that? That's not very nice.
Have you ever read the comment
No.
section? People are like, fire them. They make more money than the
Oh, not
fighters.
this
They're
again.
useless. Oh, all
Not
sorts
this
of
again.
things,
They actually make
including they're like, they're not like ring girls from X promotion are better. Like who's competing?
yes. How many UFC events do you think you've been to at this
Over a
point? Just for
hundred.
profile.
Over
Over
a
100?
hundred. Yeah.
Do you think you'll make a big, like when the fighters retire, they put their gloves in
Hall
the
of Fame
cage? No, no, no. Well, that's actually a good question, but when the fighters retire, they put their gloves in the cage. Do you think you'll do something like
with my
ceremonious
uniform.
when you retire?
No.
The robe that you wear, you put it on the chair and you say,
No, but
"Or
I
the
hope I get
card."
to keep the robe because those are nice.
You like the robe? Do you get to keep them?
If I ask, maybe. I don't know.
No, like you have to bring the stuff, or they bring it
Oh
for
no,
you.
no, they keep everything. They
Okay,
wash it. They I just show up and I have my shoes, my uniform, everything there.
must be nice. Is it the Rock shoes?
No.
Oh,
What rock shoes? No.
you know
We
the
have
Rock.
like regular
The
no
Rock.
regular.
He has the Under Armour shoes that he gives all the fighters. I thought
No, it's
maybe.
not the same one. It's like white Under Armour sneakers.
Oh, so it
They're
is Under
actually quite
Armour.
nice. I like those.
Yeah, so it is Under Armour.
Yeah, it used to be Reebok for many years.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then,
So that's with The Rock. That's
yeah,
they did a deal with him. And uh, and so you don't think you'll make too big of a deal, but maybe like
maybe
Hall of,
I'll do a post,
do you think
9 years, like those LinkedIn
yeah.
posts that
Wait,
people
9
put
years. Isn't
like,
this your
oh,
ninth year?
it's the end of the cycle, blah,
Yes,
blah, blah.
yes, yes. But isn't this your ninth year?
Yeah, nine
So does
years.
that mean that you're retiring this year? Is this breaking news?
What?
What you just said
No,
nine
I said,
years.
no, it's been 9 years. Yeah,
Oh,
sure. It's
okay.
been a long time. Yeah, sure. I don't know. Maybe.
I was trying to break
Maybe.
news so that people would pick this up and say, Luciana Judge
Breaking news. Yeah, don't get
announces.
me fired before the time comes.
No, no, I thought that's what you're implying, so I was just asking a follow up. Um, so
Just
all right, so
realized
you
like with the hair here, it looks like I'm not wearing clothes. I am.
okay? No, no, everyone's cool. No one thought that. Do you think that an Octagon girl will ever be inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame?
Maybe Ariane, because she's
Hmm.
been there for a long time. Although Ariane kind of transitioned,
Right.
she hasn't been doing the ring girl thing. She's working at a different role. But maybe Brittany. I don't know. I don't know if we're
Hmm.
important enough, but it
Do
would
you
be
think
cool.
that you should be inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame?
I
Put it out
hope
there.
I hope I am, because
Okay. You would like that. You would like that honor.
I mean,
Who
sure.
wouldn't? Who
But
wouldn't?
would
Um,
you like to be inducted to Hall of
the
Fame of
MMA Hall
the
of Fame would be cool. Not the
MMA reporters
sure. Why not?
and podcasters and people that don't go to other people's weddings and things like that?
Absolutely. By the way, someone asked this question. Did you notice that you got more love from the crowd since you started doing the 10 and the 7?
I did, yes, because then people were like, "Oh, she's actually a nice human." She
Wow.
complains a lot, but
You notice more, this is
because
rubbed
people
off.
do think. I mean, I'm not saying that they don't think this anymore, but people usually feel like, oh, if you work with your image, aka like a model or a ring girl, they just assume that you're total, you know, you're dumb.
Hmm.
And yeah, so I guess when people learn, oh, okay, she has some education, she's a transplant living in Los Angeles, she is not that type of girl, blah blah blah, she's normal, she's funny, then they like you better.
It's like the thing that I see it on Us Weekly. Stars, they're just like us.
Oh,
That's what
aw. Am I
that's what we've
star? Am I a
established.
star?
That's what we've established here. Just like
Oh
us.
my God.
Yep.
Now the question is, do people like me more than they like you now? Or am I not there yet?
Let's not get crazy. Let's not get crazy. I don't know if we've reached that point. But it's fun to do this live. I enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. By the way, shout out to Luciana for bringing her microphone, her light, her whole setup, her
Oh, I have
laptop.
this whole thing
Oh
here.
my gosh, on the road. I mean, I've never seen dedication like this before. So she does get a little bit, antsy when the views aren't up. So like I get these nasty mean
You
texts.
know why? It's
So
because we're looking for
we're
sponsors,
looking for
right?
sponsors. Right, right, right.
I'm looking to get paid here.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it. So guys,
And so we started having like 14,000 views on the videos, and then there's this week where it was like not even 9,000, and then the other was like 3,000, 4,000 views. I'm like, what's going on? Ariel's not doing his job, like marketing the show. I guess
okay, it's all on me.
there's that, right?
Yeah. So guys, help me out so I don't get this. The mean tweets that you see, they're worse via text. So I just want to
No,
let you
they're
know
not.
it's a lot. It's a lot of it's a lot of
I just have
vitriol.
anxiety,
I get
I
it.
want people to like the show.
I get it. Thank you very much to everyone. Thank you to moderator, and thank you to Jordan. Thank you to you, Luciana. We'll do this again very soon. I like the live component. I love interacting with the people. I saw a lot of familiar names. Olajuwon Dream, what's up, my man? Pro Fights Info, what's up to you? Barrera MX, what's up to you? The ones who are positive. Amy, moderator Lewis in the house, what's up to you? Thomas in the house. Oh, yeah, Ant, I need to do a better job. I don't usually do this, like, give us a thumbs up. Don't people say that? What are the things that people say? Give us a thumbs up,
Yeah,
subscribe,
smash the thumbs up button and subscribe.
leave a
Really, that'd be
comment.
wonderful.
Leave a
Yeah,
Wait,
comment, right? Yeah.
yeah.
wait, we
In
had
the chat.
negative comments? Is that was it?
No, no negative. I mean,
No
there's
negative?
some,
Okay.
I'm sure there were some shitty comments, but you're
No.
supposed to tell people that, right? Like, give us a thumbs up, drop a comment, drop a subscribe, follow us on LinkedIn, follow us here, follow us there.
LinkedIn? No.
Maybe
Twitter.
not LinkedIn. Just
Verify
YouTube.
Luciana on Twitter.
Verify Luciana on Twitter. Donate to the chat. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. I was just trying to up the count. Thank you guys. Appreciate you all. We're doing a lot of fun stuff here on the chat. More to come, all right? So stay tuned. Have a great weekend, Luciana. Enjoy. Hey, on the event, because this is a big one, ABC, like, can you, for the chat, for us, the channel, is there any chance, when they go to you, sometimes they're like, the lovely Luciana, and you usually do like the boom, boom, boom thing that you do?
Yeah, I don't know how to punch, but I do it anyways.
It's a good effort. Can you give us a sign? Just for
the sign, like thumbs up?
What are we going to decide? What are we going to decide on? What's the cruise for the crew here?
I can do this.
A double.
This.
Let's see.
Double V.
What should we go with, guys?
Don't do anything crazy. I only have a few seconds, so.
Tap your nose.
What if it's like this?
No, No, that's gonna look weird.
What if you go like this?
No, no, definitely not.
No.
No.
By the way, what if you go like this, like for the nose?
No.
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 I guess
no nose.
No nose. Why no nose? Just out of curiosity.
I have a small one, so it's
okay. All right, fair. Must be nice. Must
people
be real
are not
nice.
gonna understand that.
What about double tug of the ear?
Come on, no. What are you doing? It's live. People are watching.
Okay, this. We go like this.
Yeah, that I can do.
All right, we'll see.
I'll drop the cards on.
Yeah, as you're walking down. Yeah. There it is. All right.
Okay,
don't let us down, okay?
I won't, but you got to watch all the fights and figure which round. I'm not going to say which fight, which round.
It's all good.
It's usually the first, though.
Why is it usually the first?
Because think about it. The first round, they usually show you, unless it's like the last fight.
First round.
Because they're showing the crap. Yeah. Second round, they're showing the replays, the commercials, and the last, there's like, not much happening during the fight. They show the third, but it's
all right. Okay, so there it is, guys. Tomorrow, when you're watching the fights, that's a good one. And it says squeeze a zit. Maybe squeeze, like just go. Oh, what if you went like this, like?
No.
Oh, that would be so great.
That would be so freaking weird.
Lovely Luciana.
What did she just do? Fire that girl. Like
this? Like it looks like you're going thumbs up, but it's really a squeezing of the zit.
No.
What about this?
How would you communicate? Do you have like a little thing where he's just like, is
Don't
he across your computer? Like,
don't worry about it. Don't worry.
Sharing the same room.
I got the best one. As you're going down, go like this. All right.
No.
10 and the 7.
7? No.
Come on.
Because I'm going to mask the hands and it's going to look like something different.
And put up the poll. If you want Luciana to do 10 and 7, how much will you guys donate if she does 10 and 7 on the broadcast? What's the number? Can you just tell us what the number is?
Guys, I can't.
Why?
What do you mean? I can't do this and this. People are going to be like, what the hell is that? Like,
no, trust me. There's a lot of people who will watch
doing
this.
This is the sign.
Okay.
Take it or leave it.
And 10 and 7 would be so great. By the way, you've been hating on our thumbnails lately. It's been a big problem amongst the team.
You guys picked the worst image of me, and then you put that filter. I am a brunette. I'm olive skin. So if you dark the stuff out, every single I don't have like dark circles, but you guys do that, and then I look like I'm 100 years old.
Okay, all right. So Oven, stop doing this. I don't. I'm
already like super puffy from traveling and not sleeping. So yeah, help me out here.
Okay, they want us to pose for the shock.
It's gonna look like that guy that commented on Twitter, like Prime Luciana was nice or something. I'm like, what the hell?
Who's listening to this? Should we do the shocked face?
Now?
You have to do the shocked face.
Okay. All right.
That's pretty good. Full screen? Do we need full screen for that, Jordan?
Are we still live?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we're still live.
People want the shocked face.
We can grab it from this.
Okay, I'm going to do a shock face too. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Although I always feel like, what if people use that image and just add stuff to it? You know what I'm saying?
Get your mind out of the gutter. By the way, one guy, by the way, said that he would offer. Wait, is it? Eddie Rodriguez said he will drop 10 grand right now if you do 10 and the 7.
How? What if you drop it now and I don't do it?
No, only after the fact. I'll give him his. I'll give you Eddie her Venmo. Could you
Yeah.
imagine?
Well, I need a secure deposit. What if he changes his mind and I do it and then?
Could you imagine the internet would blow up super fast? Drop the. Just think about
I'll
it. All
think
right.
about it. I'll think about it, but I don't. I
Keep
don't
us
think I
just
can.
don't just let us have hope for 24 hours.
Imagine like people
I
from UFC, like production, are like, what does that mean? You
just
know,
say that you're telling everyone
17?
17. Perfect.
What's
That's how
that?
many years you want to work for the UFC. 17. You're calling your shot. That's the word.
Do we
I
have
just want to say
17 fights tonight? What is that?
someone who is dedicated to the show, I think, would have done it. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Yeah, so the guy that sometimes postpone our shows. Yeah, I'm blaming you.
Wow,
Yeah,
postpone
you
our shows.
guys.
Everyone, thank you so
Anyways.
much. Much love to you all. Thanks for watching. Peace.